Good evening, children.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Hi, good evening. I've shared my screen. Is it visible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So 2 questions were given as homework. Yeah. Who can tell me the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle? We'll first discuss the answers to the homework questions and then continue. Tell me the vertices of the, tell me the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle. Who's ready with the answer?
Ma'am, shall I?
Yes.
1, 0, 2, 4, minus 2, 0.
Correct.
My
1,
God
0,
is
2. 1, 0, 2, 4, minus 2, 0, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Danya and Prajit have got this answer. Others? Okay, let's see if they're right. Two comma 4, 1, 0, minus 2, 0, 1, 0, minus 2. Very good. Very good. Okay. So children, how do we do this? We have 2 equations. I think I told you how to make the table in the last class. So we have to prepare that XY table. You'll have to prepare the XY table like this. Then plot the points. Then plot the points. And shade the region bounded by the 2 lines and the x-axis, because y is equal to 0 is the equation of the x-axis and the x-axis. So clearly this is the triangle bounded by the 2 lines and the x-axis. So I've shaded that. And then you need to find the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle will be half base into height. Now base is this one. This is the base. This is the base. So how many units? 1, 2, 3 units. Base 3 units. Height, you know that for an obtuse triangle, the altitude will lie outside the triangle. So this is the altitude here. If you draw an obtuse triangle, now the altitude for this side, the altitude for this side will lie outside the triangle. Will lie outside the triangle. This is the altitude for this side, on this side. So this is the altitude. See, it lies outside the triangle. This one is the altitude. This one. So how many units? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So area of the triangle is half into base into height, and then the coordinates. This one, and this one. Yeah. Now, please check. So you can see here I've written x is equal to y minus 2. Are you all listening?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see here I've written x is equal to y minus 2. And here I've written y is equal to 4x minus 4. Then I'm giving different values. See, when you write x is equal to y minus 2, you must give different values for y and find the corresponding values for x. When you write y is equal to meaning when you write y in terms of x, you must give different values for x and find the corresponding values for y. Please understand that. X is equal to y minus 2. So give different values for y and find the corresponding values of x. Here y is equal to 4x minus 4. So give different values for x and find the corresponding values of y. You can take any value. And like that, I've prepared the table. So I'll just wait for 2 minutes so that all of you understand. Please go through the table, children. I'll just wait for a minute, go through the table. You might have taken different values, that's fine. But this is how you should present your answer. So I've called it equation 1. I've called this 1 and 2. I've called this one 1 and this one 2. So then you should say putting y is equal to -1 in equation 1 we get. Putting y is equal to -1 in equation 1 we get. What do you get? X is equal to, instead of y you should put -1, -2. So x is equal to -3. So when y is -1, x is -3. So write that carefully. X is -3, y is -1. X is -3, y is -1. X -3, y -1. Be careful, write the x value against x and the y value against y. Sometimes we'll write the y value for x and x value for y. That's how we go wrong. So in the same way, do for the other equation. Yeah. Now I'll wait for some time, go through the working. All right. And this how you plot the points. So look at the scale I've taken. So the scale you must decide depending on the values you have in the XY table. Depending on the values you have in the XY table. Supposing the values in the XY table are like, 10, 20, 50, 75 and so on, then your scale will be like the scale, the marking on the X and Y axis will be in, counts of 10, 20, 30, 40 and so on. So depending on the values you have in the table, you should mark off, the values in the X and Y axis. So I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, meaning 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. And I've plotted. So you can see here, I've circled. You can see the point and a circle around it, point, circle around it. So I've plotted the points, connected the 3 points by a straight line. And then these are the other 3 points. Connect. And what are the other things you must write? Whatever you've plotted, you should write the coordinates. So this one is -3, -1. This one is -2, 0. And this one is 2, 4. So what? So you have a plot. You would have plotted 6 points in all. Against all the 6 points, you must write the coordinates. You would have plotted 3 points to get one straight line and 3 other points to get the other straight line. For all the 6 points, you must write the address. You must write the coordinates. That's very important. And then see here, supposing this is the first line. I've connected the points. I've got this line. I must use arrows in the ends because it's not a line segment. It's a line. It's not a line segment. So you should use arrows in the ends. That's very important. And also write the equation of that line on that line. Write the equation of this particular line or above it or below it, wherever. So this is the line. These are the 3 points. Address I've written, arrows in the ends, and the equation on it. In the same way, the other line. The other line. You can see the other line here. You can see the arrows. You can see the equation I've written. The equation here I've written. And of course, as I told you, the 3 points marked with their address. This is very important. And then that one more line is y is equal to 0. So write that on the x-axis. That we did not plot. That's already there. So on the x-axis, you should write y is equal to 0. All this is very important. It's compulsory. You must write all this. Then, of course, the scale. You must write the scale. What is the scale we have chosen? X-axis, 1 centimeter is 1 unit. Y-axis also 1 centimeter is 1 unit. So you must write the scale. So it's like, you know, when you get your books at the beginning of the academic year, when you receive the textbooks and notebooks from school. So what do? You wrap up your, textbooks and the notebooks with brown paper or whatever is instructed by the school. Then you stick a label and then you write your name on it. You write your standard section, the subject, textbook or classwork, homework, whatever, in the name of your school. In the same way, when it's a graph, you must write the scale. You must write the scale here, not anywhere on the graph. This is the space that is reserved for the scale. That is the right top corner. Right side. See, this is the right side. This is the right side. This is the left side of the graph. Right side, top corner. Right top corner. Right top corner. Here you must write the scale. X-axis 1 centimeter is equal to, y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to. Now here it is 1 unit. Sometimes it will be 10 units. That's when we mark 10, 20, 30, 40. Then you must write 10 units. If you have marked 100, 200, 300, then you must write 100 units. It's always 1 centimeter is equal to, because it's a centimeter graph. This is a centimeter. This is 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. So you should always write x-axis. 1 centimeter is equal to y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to. This will change. This one will change. It can be 1 unit, it can be 2 units, 10 units, 20 units, 40 units, 50 units, 100 units, depending on how you have marked. But this is fixed. X-axis 1 centimeter is equal to. Y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to. This is fixed. This one will change. 10 units, 20 units, 100 units, 1000 units. This will change. This is always 1 centimeter only because it's a centimeter graph. So scale, very important. Both the lines, ends must be indicated with arrows because they're lines. Then the 6 points, 1, 2, 3. Where's the other point? Where's the other point? I think this one, yeah. So the 6 points you must, which you plotted, I normally circle it. I normally plot and circle it. Don't make, see, you should not mark the point like this. A point is a fine dot. That's all. And circle it. It's a fine dot. Don't like do this and don't do that. It's just a fine dot. Just place a fine dot and circle it. That's all. Okay. So then after this, you should write the equation. Equation on the line. And not to forget in this question, y is equal to 0 on the x-axis itself. Next is about shading the triangle formed. Now the triangle formed by the two lines and the y-axis, we'll see that. We'll see the triangle formed by the two lines and the y-axis. Which is the y-axis? This is the y-axis. This is the y-axis. This is the y-axis. This is one line. And can you see this is a part of, okay, let me put it like this, children. A triangle has three sides. Yeah, we know that. That's not an information for you. We know that. You know that. A triangle has three sides. Now, when you identify the triangle, each side will be a part of each line. Now, supposing we call the lines 1, line 2, and line 3. Now, one side of the triangle will be a segment of line 1. Another side of the triangle will be a segment of line 2. Another side of the triangle will be a segment of line 3. That is how you identify the triangle formed. There are three lines. I have marked the three lines 1, 2, and 3. 1 is the x-axis itself. 2 and 3 are the two lines. Now, how to identify the triangle? From line 1, take a segment of line 1. That is one side of the triangle. Then take a segment of line 2. That is another side, the second side of the triangle. And again, take a segment of side 3. A segment meaning a small piece of line 3. So see here, this is a segment of line 1. This is a segment of line 3. This is a segment of line 3. And this is a segment of line 2. And that's the triangle bounded by the three lines or the two lines and the x-axis. Now let's check the triangle bounded by the two lines and the y-axis. Y-axis meaning this is one line. And of course, these are the other two lines. So this is the y-axis. Okay, this is the y-axis. So see here, from here to here. This is a segment of the y-axis, line 1. This is a segment of line 2. And this is a segment of line 3. If we have to shade the triangle formed by the two lines and the y-axis, then this is the triangle. Then this is the triangle. I'll do it again. First mark the lines. First mark the lines. So I have marked 1, 2, and 3. You can use a pencil or it's okay if you don't mark. So I have marked for explaining. Okay. So line 1 is the y-axis. Line 2 and 3 are the two lines given to us or the two equations given to us. Now take up anything first. I'm taking line 1. So see here. This is a segment of line 1. This one is a segment of line 1. This is a segment of line 3. This one is a segment of line 3. And this one is a segment of line 2. So this is the triangle. This is the triangle formed by the two lines and the y-axis. And the y-axis. We had to find, in this question, we had to shade the triangle bounded by the two lines and the x-axis. So this is what it is. And then I have marked the, vertices as A, B, C. You can mark it as P, Q, R, X, Y, Z, whatever. And write the coordinates of the vertices. You had to also find the area of the triangle formed. So I told you half base into height. This is the base. BC is the base. How many units? 1, 2, 3. And height lies outside the triangle because it's obtuse. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So half into 3 into 4. Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All
Yes,
of you
ma'am.
got this? Very good. Class, use the emoji. Raise your hand. Very good. So today we have Florentina, Tanishka, Rakshita, Raja, Arjun, Sashank, Danya, Dileepan, Ranjan, Sri Ranjan, Krishmi, and Prajit. Ritika, I'm not able to make out, but Ritika, Raghavi, Madhumita. Okay. All right. Very nice, children. Yeah, is this fine, children? Any questions, please ask me. You can take a screenshot, children, in case you want the table. If you feel you've gone wrong and you want this table, you can take a picture. 1 minute. Yeah, you can take a picture. If you want to know the presentation, please take a picture of this one. So check graphically if the pair of equations are consistent. Are the equations consistent or inconsistent, children?
Consistent, ma'am.
Consistent. Am I right? Look at my graph lines and tell me if I'm right.
Yes, ma'am.
My lines are intersecting at 2, 2. Since they are intersecting lines, the equations are consistent. Okay, so when do we say that a pair of equations are consistent? If they have at least one solution. They can have one solution or many solutions. They should have solution. They should have at least one solution. So when a pair of equations have one solution or many solutions, the equations are said to be consistent. If the pair of equations do not have any solution, then they're said to be inconsistent. What do you mean by dependent equations? Equations that have infinitely many solutions are called dependent equations. Dependent equations are consistent equations which have infinitely many solutions. So equations can be consistent, or inconsistent. Consistent means one solution or many solutions. Many solutions. Inconsistent means no solution. No solution. And this many solutions also called dependent equations. Dependent equations. So dependent equations are consistent equations which have many solutions. Okay. So the same thing here, children. I have written, y in terms of x, and here I've written x in terms of y. Anything, see, that's your choice. You can write anything in terms of anything. Whenever you can simplify the equations, you can simplify. So see here, in this equation, you can divide by 2 throughout. You can divide by 2 throughout. So it becomes 2x is equal to y plus 2. You can simplify. If it's possible to simplify, you can simplify the equations. Okay, so I was telling 4x by 2, 2y by 2, 4 by 2. So 2x plus y by 2. If possible, you can simplify the equations by dividing by a common factor throughout. So I have done that, and then I've written x is equal to y plus 2 by 2. All right. So like this, you should prepare the table, then plot the points. So if you look at the numbers in the table, -2, 10, 0, 6, 2, 2, 0. So here you don't have to take the scale as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. No point, because see, the numbers are all less than 10. 0, -2, 1, 0, 3, 4. The numbers are less than 10. So then why should you, mark 10, 20, 30, 40 along the x and y axis? So this is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4 is enough. So the scale again is x-axis, 1 centimeter is 1 unit, y-axis 1 centimeter is 1 unit. And you can see the others, equations I've marked, then the points, arrows. All this is compulsory. And irrespective of the points you have taken here, you might have got different points here. Still, our graphs will look the same. Our graphs will look the same. It's not that I have plotted some of the points, so I've got a different line. No, all of us will get the same lines. See, our lines will intersect. Now this line, 2x plus y minus 6 is equal to 0. It will, for all of us, irrespective of what points we have plotted, if we are correct, our lines will cut the x-axis at this point and the y-axis at this point. And the other line, 4x minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. It will cut the y-axis at this point and the x-axis at this point for all of us. That's how you check if your graph is right. All of you must check this. If your graph lines are cutting at these points, and also the point of intersection, 2, 2. Okay. So here the question is check graphically if the equations are consistent. So before you actually do this graphically, you can check it algebraically using the ratio comparison. A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2, you can already, know the answer. So there, when you work A1 by A2, B1 by B2, we already found that A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So unique solution. That means our graph lines will intersect. They will intersect. Yeah. Children, I'll be very happy to answer your questions. Please ask me. If you have any doubts, please ask me, children. Okay, so you're ready for a test? Yeah. So this is your, okay, if you want to take a screenshot, please. This one, second one, if you want to take a screenshot, please do it. Sorry. All right. Yes, children. Randomly, I'll ask somebody to share the pictures on WhatsApp with me. Have you all learned graphs in school?
Ma'am,
Yes,
chapter not yet.
Yeah, Raja?
Ma'am, graph not this chapter.
No, this chap. Okay, somebody said yes. Who's that?
Danya, ma'am.
You have learned this chapter fully in school?
Yes, ma'am.
And they have done graphs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What about others?
Not yet.
Others of, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm very scared. Like, suddenly something is deleted and I don't want to waste your time, but all this is very important.
For us, we have did, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yes, children. I'll ask at least 3 of you to share your answers on WhatsApp with me. This is a test question. Draw the graphs of the equations. Determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines with the line x is equal to 0. 2 equations are given to you. So you will get 2 lines. Which is the third line? The third line is x is equal to 0. So from each of the 3 lines, you should take some segments and identify the triangle formed. Write the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle. Yeah, all of you do it. 15 minutes time for this. 15 minutes time. Is that sufficient, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. Please
Yes,
get
ma'am.
started. Anybody has any question regarding this one, please ask me. I don't want anyone to waste your time. If you have any doubt, you don't know how to start, please ask me, I'll tell you. And for the table, I want the working. Don't directly make the table. Don't directly put this table and write x, y and some values. You must show the working. I want the working. You should have substituted the values and got the table. So don't simply directly put the table like this. All right, children. Okay, children, I'll come back in 15 minutes. I'm turning off my camera and I'm putting off my mic. I'll come back in 15 minutes. Before I forget, I want to ask Dileepan. I was Raja and others did not have school. How was that you had school, Dileepan? Please tell me about that.
Ma'am, I'm in a special course now. ETOS.
What special coaching? Academics or sports?
Academics, ma'am.
Academics, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
What about Krishmi? Krishmi, did you have school? Krishmi, please type and tell me. I had ETOS classes, ma'am. Oh, okay. So tell me, Krishmi, tell me, when do you have you finished the classes for the vacations or it's still going on? What is your ETOS class schedule like? Yeah, and Dileepan, have you finished your classes?
One more day is there, ma'am. Tomorrow is the last day.
Oh, tomorrow. No, ma'am. Tomorrow is the last day. Okay, okay. Okay, so Raja, that's about ETOS classes. Are you there? You are not a part of this classroom, is it, Raja?
No, ma'am, I'm not in ETOS.
Okay, okay. So this was your mother's question that how is that we did not get any message about the classes, that is conducted by your school. So tell your mom that Krishmi and Dileepan are into ETOS classes. And since you are not a part of that classroom, you have not received the message from the school. Okay?
Yes, ma'am, I'll convey.
Yeah. Okay, fine. No, because even, from the day she messaged that, I was confused. Okay, so now it's clear. Thank you, Dileepan and Krishmi. Yes, children, please continue.
Ma'am, I finished.
Oh, that is really super fast. Okay, share your picture then on WhatsApp, Rajat.
Yes, ma'am, 1 minute.
Yeah. Yeah, send the picture, Prajit. Anyways, you have to wait for the others to complete. And as I said, I'll come back in 10 minutes, children. Please do it, and I'll ask 2 others to share the picture on WhatsApp.
Ma'am, I have shared my pictures, ma'am.
Children, I'm back. Have you all finished?
Completed, ma'am.
Very good. Now I want all of you to share the images on WhatsApp. All of you. I've got from Prajit already, and now Arjun also. Arjun, you're not supposed to do it in your notebook. You have to do graph in a graph book.
Ma'am, I'm not having the graph right now.
No, darling. See, we are doing linear equations for some time now, right? So get graph sheets or graph notebook by the next class, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Danya. Oh, children, where's your graph, children? Okay, I'll wait. I think you're sending. Very good. I've got it from Danya. Very good. Need graph work also, Danya. Very good. Yeah, all of you share your images. Yes, Dilipan. Shri Krishmi, Raja.
Ma'am,
Share your graphs.
ma'am,
Yes.
no, I can't able to send my graph. I don't have my mobile. I'm in relative house now.
So, who was that?
Dilipan, ma'am.
Okay, so you cannot send, but you have done, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
So you had carried you had carried a graph notebook to your relative's place.
No, ma'am. I just I didn't carry anything. Tuition materials.
Oh, have you completed the graph in a graph paper or a graph book?
No, I didn't do the graph. I just did the maths application.
Okay, fine. Florentina.
Ma'am, I'm not having mobile right now, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Ranjan. Graph, please, Ranjan. Okay. Raja has shared.
ma'am,
Shri Krishmi.
ma'am,
Yeah, yes, Raja.
I'm in my working the graph. Sorry, the coordinate table is at the last, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll see. Yeah, you've sent it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
See, so many students have done as your notebook and not a graph paper. My God. I'm not a student. I have a graph notebook always at home. I see to that when the graph book is exhausted, I replace. Or at least I'll make sure I have some graph sheets. You might be having your last year graph notebook, no? Okay, so most of you have not done a graph book. Next class, all of you have a graph notebook or graph sheets with you. Graph must be done in a graph paper. Now coming to how many of you are right. So the lines actually intersect at 2, 2 and the coordinates of the triangle 2, 3, 0, 6, 0, 1. So let me see one by one from Prajit. Prajit has got the graph correct. But your personality is reflected on the graph, Prajit. So you're basically very quick at things and, so that's seen on your meaning in your work also. Please use arrows at the ends of the line. And you have not written the equation. Maybe you were very eager to share the answer first, so I appreciate that. So maybe that can be a reason you wanted to complete it as fast as possible and share the image on WhatsApp with me. So that is appreciated. However, it's not complete. Arrows are missing. Equations on the lines are missing. Scale missing. Coordinates of the triangle you have not mentioned. I can see it though. A, B, C. Oh, you've written marked in the figure itself. Okay. Okay. So Prajit's graph is correct. Okay, next. After Prajit, I got it from Arjun. Arjun, it's actually surprising that you have done it correctly in your notebook. Okay. Okay. Good, Arjun. Danya. Danya, you're supposed to find the triangle bounded by the two lines and the y-axis. X is equal to 0. Y-axis. You have shaded the other one. Oh, Prajit also, I didn't mention your shading. Your shading is incorrect. Prajit, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. Your shading is incorrect. You have shaded the triangle bounded by the two lines and the x-axis. You have to find the triangle shade bounded by the two lines and the y-axis, which is this one. The two lines and the y-axis is this one.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the triangle bounded by the two lines and the y-axis. And this is the triangle bounded by the two lines and the x-axis. This is by the two lines and the x-axis. So Prajit, you're wrong there. I didn't mention that. I just noticed the graph. I forgot to notice the triangle. Arjun also, you've not shaded the correct triangle. Only when I saw Danya's, I realized that. Danya has also not shaded the right triangle. However, your graph lines and other things are correct. Sashank is the first one to do the graph, meaning do the graph correctly as well, shade the correct triangle. Yeah, you've written the equations also on the lines. Very good. Area of the triangle is not asked, but you have done. Okay. Very good. Shashank, you're right. Your triangle is also correct. Very impressive. Rakshita. Yeah, graph is correct. Arrows are missing. Oh, Rakshita, you have also written the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle bounded by the two lines and the x-axis. You must write the coordinates of the vertices formed by the triangle with the of the triangle that is made by the two lines and the y-axis, not the x-axis.
Yes,
So
ma'am. I'll
far
correct
only
it.
Shashank is right. Yeah, you're wrong there, Rakshita. So far only Shashank is right in with the coordinates of the triangle. Krishmi. Very good, Krishmi. No graph paper. However, your graph is right. What are those arrows, Krishmi, inside the triangles? What are those arrows? Coordinates of the triangle. Again, you have gone. Okay. So you're also wrong there. You have written the triangle with the two lines and the y-axis. Sorry, x-axis. You should write by the two lines and the y-axis. So your coordinates are not correct. Otherwise, your graph is right. Yeah. Again, arrows and other things are missing. Raja. No, your graph line, one of the lines is incorrect. You can check it yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Just now.
See, Raja, please see. Raja, see, note that your graph line is passing above 4. Can you see that? Your graph line is passing somewhere like this. Can you see that, Raja?
Yes, ma'am.
But it should pass through 6. Can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but your line is going above 4. So you need to repeat the graph. You're wrong.
Yes.
Okay, Ranjan says he does not have the graph, and Danya, is my graph correct now? Yes, Danya, it's correct now. Now it's right. You have shaded the correct region. Very good, children. So most of you have shared your images with me. That's nice. It's nice to find that all of us are, attentive and interested. I did not receive from Florentina because you don't have a mobile phone beside you. Delete. No, I got it. Okay. Very good. Very good. So nice. Thank you so much, children, for being so obedient. All right. Next one. So I'll allow you to take a screenshot of these two images. Yeah, take a picture. Because most of you have not done it on a graph paper, so you may need the answer. Please take a picture. Yeah. I hope it's done. Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, I can take any value for x or y, right, ma'am?
Yeah. You can take any value. We'll do it together. Share your thoughts. I'll help you. Tell me.
I have done, ma'am. I have done that calculation, but I didn't do in the graph.
Yeah, you can take any value for x and y. No, we'll
Okay.
see here. You can take any value. See now, x is equal to y minus 1. No, you can give any value. Don't take very large values. Don't take
Okay.
100, 200 and all that. Why? So you can take simple values like 0, 1, 2, minus 1. Any value you can take. Give any value for y and find the corresponding value for x.
Fine, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I think I do in graph.
Po-
It is clear.
Okay, positive value, negative, 0, anything you can take.
Okay.
Yes, see, now those who don't have a graph paper, I'm so sorry. You will not really be enjoying it. But this is your next question. Again, this is a test. I'm right here. You have any questions, you can ask me. Yeah, try this one, children. I'm right here. You can ask me if you have any questions. I'm just putting my mic on mute. Children, here because the second equation 3x minus 3y is equal to 16, no? That may be a little difficult to handle. So let's learn it. I'm showing you the answer slide. The first one is easy. The second one. So 5 1 by 3 meaning 5.3 kind of. So between 5 and 6, 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5. So that 5.3, there you'll have to mark. Please write down this. I'll show you the graph also. So maybe you can complete it later. Please take down this working, write down the question and take down this working. You can do the graph later. So here it's important to understand how to find the area of the trapezium, children. So see here, I'll just zoom in. After plotting the points, you get two parallel lines like this. Okay, you get two parallel lines like this. Now the question is, one minute, I didn't read that for you. You need to find the area of the trapezium made by these lines in the fourth quadrant. Find the area of the trapezium made by these lines in the fourth quadrant. Okay. So this is the fourth quadrant. This is the fourth quadrant. Now, which is the trapezium here made by the two lines in the fourth quadrant? See, I've named it A dash, B dash, B. See, you have to choose from the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, identify a trapezium which is made by these lines. So this is the fourth quadrant, and you can see the two lines. So the trapezium formed by these two lines in the fourth quadrant is A dash, B dash, B, or A, B, B dash, A dash. That's the trapezium. 1 minute. Ouch. So that's the trapezium. So see here, this is the trapezium. These are the non-parallel sides of the trapezium, and these are the parallel sides of the trapezium. These are the parallel sides. The lines are parallel, no? The lines are parallel. If you check A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2, you will see that A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2. When you compare the ratios, you will see that A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, but it's not equal to C1 by C2. So clearly the lines are parallel. So these are the parallel lines, or these are the parallel sides of the trapezium. And these are the non-parallel sides. This one and this one are the non-parallel sides. See, I'll trace the trapezium once again. This is one of the parallel sides. This is the other one, parallel side. And these are the non-parallel sides. This one and this one. They are the non-parallel sides. These are the parallel sides. So you need to find the area of this trapezium. So the area of this trapezium is the difference between the areas of the two triangles. See here, you can see one big triangle here. Sorry. Let me trace it carefully. Okay, so you can see one triangle. You can see a triangle here. The area of this triangle minus the area of this triangle, minus the area of this triangle. Minus the area of this triangle. The area of the big triangle minus the area of the small triangle will give us the area of the trapezium. The area of the big triangle minus the area of the small triangle. See, area of a triangle is area of the trapezium is given by the formula half h into a plus b. Half h into a plus b. But here you cannot find the height of the trapezium. You cannot find the height of the trapezium. So you have to use this method. That is the area of the big triangle minus the area of the small triangle. So I think I've answered every part of the question. Now let's check the ratio comparison. Look at the ratio comparison. A1 by A2 is 1 by 3. A1 by A2, 1 by 3. B1 by B2, minus 1 by minus 3, which is 1 by 3. C1 by C2, you'll have to get it to this side, no? So minus 8 by minus 16. You must bring everything to one side and then compare. So minus 8 by minus 16. So that's also 1 by 2. 1 by 2. See, I said that's also 1 by 2. Sorry, that is 1 by 2. So you can see that 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3 is not equal to 1 by 2. So the lines are parallel. Children, like to do the ratio comparison, you must have all on one side. Like this is equal to 0. 3x minus 3y minus 16 is equal to 0. All on one side you must have. So a1 by a2, 1 by 3, b1 by b2, minus 1 by minus 3, c1 by c2, minus 8 by minus 16. So clearly 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3, is not equal to 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So the lines are parallel. And wherever I've marked 5, 1 by 3 and all that, 5.3, you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 5.3. If it's 1, 1 by 3, what are the other values? 1, 1 by 3 you have. So 1, 1 by 3. 4 comma minus 1.3. So you can see a 4. This is 4. This is 4 and minus 1.3. So see here after 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. 1 by 3. How do you treat that 1 by 3? It's 1.3. So after 1 is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Yeah. Yes, children, take a screenshot of this one. I told you to write. I hope all of you have written. You can also take a screenshot if you want. This is the graph. Okay, so tell me, what have I forgotten to mention in the graph?
Ma'am, the equations.
Equations, ma'am.
Correct. I've forgotten to write the equations on the lines. Arrows I've mentioned, arrows I've marked, scale I've written, and then the 3, 3, 6 points I have, written the coordinates, but I forgot to write the equations of the lines. So you don't forget. This is A dash, children. It's not that you should call it A dash, you can call it A, B, C, D. Don't think they should be called A dash and all that. I've just called the lines A, B and A dash, B dash. See, this one is A, B. I've just marked this as A, B, and this one is A dash, B dash. So you can just mark A, B here and C, D here, C, D. So yeah, so this is A dash, O, B dash, one triangle. See, this is the triangle. This is the triangle. According to me, according to my marking, this is the triangle AOB, AOB. And this is the triangle. This triangle is A dash, O, B dash. A dash, O, B dash. So this is the procedure. We'll only wish that, they don't complicate the graph like this by giving fractions and all that. We'll just hope. So please practice this at home. I have told you every part of the answer. Please practice this. Okay, so I think we'll stop with graphs still, and then too much of graphs also will become, like kind of boring. So can I give this as homework? Otherwise, can you do it as homework? We'll see the answers in the next class. I have 2 more graphs to share with you. Take a picture
Yes,
of this
ma'am.
one, children. Yeah, please complete this. We'll see the answer in the next class. We'll see the graph in the next class. Please take a picture of this one, homework. And this is the last one. That's all. I don't have. I think with these 6 graphs, I've given you all the information. So yeah, this is the other one. Homework. So 2 graphs I've shared as homework, children. Please complete this by the next class. Okay.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah, please. Yes.
Ma'am, we take a separate graph paper and we should do that in graph paper and we should stick in our tuition note, or we should take a separate note for.
Yeah, this idea, the first idea is good. You can do it in a graph paper and stick that in your tuition notebook.
Ma'am, but I can't, ma'am. My tuition notebook is small.
Maybe then you have to just staple it and fold it up inside your book, right? Or you can maintain a different book, graph notebook. That's fine. But you must, yeah, meaning you should not forget to revise that for your
Okay,
test or exam. Yeah.
fine, ma'am.
Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now, before we, start this, I want to ask you all one thing. Now, children, now, irrespective of the weather conditions, how many of you can always make it to the offline class that is at the center, irrespective of the weather conditions? Yeah, I'll ask one by one. I can, from the names I can see here. Yeah. Arjun, irrespective of the weather conditions, I will always attend the class at the center. Arjun? Sashank? Raja?
Ma'am,
When there is rain, I won't be able to come to offline class.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, okay. Raja?
except 16th, 17th, and 18th, all the days I can come, ma'am.
Irrespective of the rain, right? Because you live close to the center, correct? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
okay. What about Arjun? Okay, then Rakshita?
Ma'am, I can't come physical, ma'am, because my mother and father have a lot of work. They usually go out at this time for their business purpose, so mostly they won't be there to drop me. So I
Oh,
can
so you have
attend only
switched to,
online.
oh, you have switched to online, is it? You will not be taking physical classes. I didn't know that.
No, ma'am,
Wouldn't,
actually we were like seeing if they can drop, but I don't think they can drop. They have a lot of work, so
what about Dileepan? All right, Rakshita, I got it.
yes.
Dileepan?
I don't know when I will be interested. I may be
No,
going
not
to
only,
home.
sorry. Oh, you're not in town. Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, Ranjan?
Ma'am, if I am out of station, I can't attend offline. Ma'am, if I
Where,
am
where are
in
you
my
now?
home, I
Where
will
are
come
you
to
now?
offline.
Are you in town now?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then Krishmi? No, like except on rainy days. Exactly. So I'm happy that exactly that's the reason why I see. Don't think I'm simply toggling between offline, online, offline, online. No, the weather, it was raining today. I don't call a rainy weather a bad weather. Normally we say the bad weather conditions. I don't like to say that because I don't know. I respect nature. So it's raining. It's raining and yeah, it's raining. And so I was like, I go to the center and if you all don't turn up due to the rains, there's no point, right? And as it is, Madhumita, then Ritika, Raghavi, these people are traveling and they said they will not be able to attend the classes. And then I was thinking, Shri Krishmi also lives very far off if she'll come. So those of you who attend physical classes, I was just thinking if all of you can make it online. And again, today you can see that Dileepan and Ranjan, they're not in town. So that's the reason why I was just thinking, I was just giving it a second thought, like what if I go to the center and nobody turns up? Then even I could have as well made the class from my residence. So that is the reason why I, like again changed the class from offline to online today. I hope students understand my situation. If I had a class of 50 or 60 and then I wouldn't do this. I can't do this because maybe somebody will come. Now, since we are a handful of 14 students, and of which few of you are already taking only online classes, I was just thinking the rest of you, what if you don't come because it's raining? So that's the reason. So I'll do this, children. So always I'll do this as long as we are like a small group like this. Otherwise, if we grow in number, yes, then I'll always come to the center. But now it's also vacations now. Some of you are in town, some of you are not in town. So keeping all these reasons in mind, I thought let me make the class only online today. So Saturday also, since people are traveling now, as it is online, see, of the 16 students, we have only 10 today. So during the vacations, kindly bear with me. The online classes are also good in the sense, I think you don't have any issues with the internet and all that, right? All of you are
No issues,
comfortable
ma'am.
with all of you are comfortable with the online classes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Though
Yes, ma'am.
offline, no, offline is different. See, we meet, that's a different feeling altogether. I understand that. Physical classes are physical classes. I'm just saying temporarily during the vacations when it's raining and I just switch back to online. Raja, Arjun, you don't have any issues with the internet or it's fine, right? The classroom?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. See, in the month of June, when school begins, we'll automatically go back to physical classes. So don't think it'll always be online. I cannot do it like that. So during the month of May, so now it's like unusually raining in Trichy. So yeah, so that it's for that reason I changed the class to online today. So it might be like this on Saturday again if it's raining. So please check the group before you drop into the center. Please check the message before you start your from your house to the center. So here, children, we have a pair of equations given to us. X plus 2y is equal to 3 and 5x plus ky plus 7 is equal to 0. So you can see that the coefficient of y is not known. The coefficient of y is not known. What is the coefficient of x here? 1. Y, 2. 1 minute. Let me write it in the standard form first. Let me write the equations in the standard form. Yeah. So the coefficient of x, that is a1 is 1, a2 is 5, b1 is 2, b2 is k, is not known, c1 is minus 3, c2 is 7. Now find k. for which the system of equations have a unique solution, no solution? And is there a value of k for which the given system has infinitely many solutions? So we have to answer these three questions. Now, children, here you don't have to solve the equations. The question is not solve the equations for x and y. Normally, children, sometimes we get confused. We start solving the equations using the elimination method or the substitution method. We solve the equations. No, you should not solve. You should simply find the value of k, not the values of x and y. Here you're not asked to find the values of x and y. You're asked to find only the value of k, given these conditions. Given these conditions. So now let's recall. So for a unique solution, what's the condition? We know A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Okay, these are from the first equation, A1, B1, C1. And from the second equation, we have A2, B2, C2. And the ratios, A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2. C1 by C2, the ratios. And we know that if A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, unique solution. If A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2, many solutions. If A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2, no solution. Unique solution, many solutions, no solution. Now let's answer the questions one by one. One by one. Unique solution. What is the question? Find k if it is given that this pair of equations have a unique solution. Please understand, let's understand the question first. Find only the value of k, not the values of x and y. Find the value of k given the condition that the pair of equations have a unique solution. Okay? Okay. So you can see here. Concentrate only on this part. Okay, so here, what is the condition for unique solution? A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. Substitute the values. And on cross multiplying, you get k is not equal to 10. That means k should not be 10. But the question is, what is the value of k? You should not say k should not be 10. What should be the value of k? So k should not be 10. That means for all other real values of k, except 10, the system of equations will have a unique solution. K should not be 10. If you want the pair of equations to have a unique solution, if you want the pair of equations to have a unique solution, K should not be 10. K can be anything other than 10. There are so many real values other than 10. So for all real values of k other than 10, the given system of equations will have a unique solution. Let's understand that better. Let's go back to the equation. Now this is 10. Supposing it is 10. Supposing it is 10. What will happen? 1 by 5. 2 by 10. What happens? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2. 1 minute. I want all of you to understand. Now see, this is x plus 2y is equal to or minus 3 is equal to 0 and 5x plus 10y. Supposing it's 10. Okay, we are getting k should not be 10. What if it is 10? 10y plus 7 is equal to 0. What if k is 10? If k is 10, then 1 by 5, 2 by 10 minus 3 by 7. Okay, so this reduces to 1 by 5. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2. What solution, children? If k is 10, then what kind of solution will it have?
Unique solution.
Who's that? No, 1 minute.
Ma'am, no solutions.
See, children, yeah, 1 minute. See, this is the first equation, children. This is the first equation. This is the second equation, 5x. Now, we got the answer, k should not be 10. But I'm taking 10. Suppose it's 10. What happens, I'm asking. What is a1 by a2? a1 by a2, 1 by 5. What is b1 by b2? 2 by 10, which is also 1 by 5. What is C1 by C2? Minus 3 by 7. What do we observe? When K is 10, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2. If K is 10 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2. That means it has no solution. No solution. But you take anything other than 10. You take anything other than 10. Take any value other than 10. A1 by A2 will not be equal to B1 by B2. You take minus 10. You will get 2 by minus 10, which is 1 by or minus 1 by 5. A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. 1 by 5 and minus 1 by 5, they are not the same. Not equal only. So only if K is 10, 1 by 5 is equal to 1 by 5 you will get. Because only 2 by 10 is 1 by 5. Only 2 by 10 is 1 by 5. If this if this is not 10 and some other number, you will not get 1 by 5. If this B2 is not 10, some other number it is, you will not get 1 by 5. No. So that means A1 by A2 will not be equal to B1 by B2. That is why the answer is for all real values of K. For all real values of K other than 10, only when it is 10, you will get 1 by 5 is equal to 1 by 5. If it is not, if K is not 10, it's some other number, you will get A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So it will have a unique solution. So for all real values of K other than 10, the system of equations will have a unique solution. Next, condition for no solution. The next question is, what should be the value for K so that the system of equations have no solution? What should be the value of K? The pair of equations should not have any solution. Then what should be the value of K? So write the condition first. What is the condition for no solution? What is the condition for no solution? Write the condition first. The condition for no solution is this one. Now substitute the values. Substitute whatever is given. So when you substitute, you cannot work everything at a time. So work 1 by 5 is equal to 2 by K. 1 by 5 is equal to 2 by K. So when you cross multiply, what do you get? K is equal to 10. K is equal to 10. Now you must check that for the second part. See, it's given that 2 by K should not be equal to minus 3 by 7. You must check that. Actually, see, sometimes in schools, they'll stop here and they'll say when K is 10, see, the question is find the value of K and we got the value of K. K is 10. You can stop here also. If you can also stop here. I'm only checking. I'm checking this. The question is for what value of K will the pair of equations have no solution? We wrote the condition. We substituted the values. We cross multiply and we got the value of K, 10. That's it. We got the answer. When K is 10, no solution. What am I doing then? I'm just checking. How am I checking? K is 10, right? I'm checking it in the latter part here. 2 by K should not be equal to minus 3 by 7. 2 by K should not be equal to minus 3 by 7. I'm just checking that. So when you use 10 there, yeah, 2 by 10 is not equal to minus 3 by 7. 2 by 10 is 1 by 5 and that's not equal to minus 3 by 7. So correct. The value of K we got is fine. This is just a check. Also is only a check. The answer is 10. So when K is 10, the system of equations will have no solution. And finally, we need to find if there is a value of K. Is there a value of K for which the given system of equations have no solution? see, there cannot be any value of k because, 1 minute, please listen children very carefully. One minute. One minute, I'm just, yeah. Yeah. K by 2 by k, 3 by 7. Yes, children. So children, this is the pair of equations given to us. Okay. Whatever is given, I've written here. I've written them in the standard form, meaning I've taken the numbers to the left-hand side. Okay. And then the ratios A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2. 1 by 5, 2 by K, minus 3 by 7. Now, children, it's very clear that A1 by A2, whatever be the value of K, you can see that A1 by A2 is not equal to C1 by C2. What is the condition for many solutions? What is the condition for many solutions? All the three ratios must be the same. The condition for many solutions is all the three ratios must be the same. A1 by A2 should be equal to B1 by B2, should be equal to C1 by C2. This is the condition for many solutions. Now, already we have this ratio 1 by 5 and minus 3 by 7. These two are not equal. So whatever be the value of K, A1 by A2 is not equal to C1 by C2. All the three ratios must be equal. But we straight away can see that A1 by A2 is not equal to C1 by C2. And the value of K is not going to change the situation. The value of K is not going to change this situation. What is the situation we have? As it is, A1 by A2 is not equal to C1 by C2. Now, whatever be the value of K, will the situation change? A1 by A2 and C1 by C2, will the situation change? No. So the answer is there is no value for K for which the given system of equations can have infinitely many solutions, because for infinitely many solutions, all the three ratios must be the same. A1 by A2 should be equal to B1 by B2, should be equal to C1 by C2. But straight away, A1 by A2 is not equal to C1 by C2, and there is no value for meaning no value of K can change the situation. So there is no value. Is there a value of K? There is no value of K. But that you have to work, you have to work that. So you can see the working here. Okay, so this is the condition. This is the condition, children. Substitute the value. So straight away, you can see that 1 by 1 by 5 is not equal to minus 3 by 7. So since 1 by 5 is not equal to minus 3 by 7, A1 by A2 is not equal to C1 by C2. There is no value for K for which the system of equations can have infinitely many solutions. Children, since you've already learned it in school, you may already know the answer, but for those of you who haven't learned it in school, is it clear, children? Any questions you have? Okay, you please write down, and if you have any doubts, you can ask me. You can see the question here itself. Write down, children. You can see the question here. Okay, you can see the question here, and the answer starts from here. I've written the equations in the standard form. Then I've picked out the values of A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. This is how you start. This is how you should begin. Okay, the answer. Write the equations in the standard form. You must write the equation in the standard form. Then write out the values of A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. And then work the three different subdivisions. Remember, you're not solving for X and Y by the elimination method or any method. You should simply find the value for K. That's all. Write down, children. Next question is a test. So if you have any doubts, please ask me now. You finished writing, and if you have a question, you can ask me. I'll just come back in 5 minutes. Anybody still writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please complete. Yeah. Yeah, is it over now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, your questions, children? See, step 1 is to write the, for questions like this, step 1, write the equations in the standard form. That is, take or have all the terms on one side equal to 0. That is the first step. Then write out the values of A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. That's the next step. Now answer the questions 1, 2, and 3. Unique solution. To answer this question, right? See, you should find K for unique solution. That is, you should find the value of K so that the system of equations have a unique solution. So write the condition. Substitute the values here. See here, you have A1, A2, B1, B2. Substitute. Solve it. So you'll have to cross multiply. K not 10. So for all values of K other than 10, because K should not be 10. So for any value other than 10, it will have a unique solution. Finished. The first one is over. Second one, no solution. Write the condition. Substitute the values. And this equal to, no, you should find the value of K. So do this cross multiplication here. And you get K is 10. The answer ends here. K is 10. That's all. What are you doing here? You're just verifying. Use K is equal, K 10 here. 2 by 10 is not equal to minus 3 by 7. Just check if it is right. So yeah, 1 by 5 is not equal to minus 3 by 7. That's true. It's true. That's why you're just checking. So when K is 10, the system of equations have no solution. And then the last one, many solutions. Write the condition, substitute the values. And I told you straight away, there is no value of K for which the system of equations can have many solutions. Okay, this is a test now. Work this, children. Take down the question and work the answer. Done, children? Class, are you still working?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Let me know,
Working.
children. Yeah. Please let me know once you're done, now.
Completed, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, all of you share the first answer. Value of K for unique solution.
Minus 10 by 3.
Arjun, yes?
Minus
No,
10 by 3.
minus 3, 1 by 3.
Arjun, minus 1 by 2, huh?
Ma'am, minus 10 by 3, ma'am.
Minus 10 by 3, okay. Are you all getting the
Ma'am,
same answer?
minus, yes, ma'am, minus 3, 1 by 3.
But my question is, what is the value for K?
Minus 10 by 3.
Minus 10 by 3, ma'am.
Anything other than that.
Yeah. You're getting K not equal to minus 10 by 3. So for all real, you should not stop here. You must write that. For all real values of K other than minus 10 by 3, the given system of equations will have a unique solution. Okay, then K for no solution, children. What's the value of K for no solution?
Minus 3, 1 by 3.
Minus 10 by 3, is it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Yes,
is there a value of K for many solutions?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. Why? Why, Prajit? Why?
Because it doesn't satisfy the condition.
Correct, but more clear. Make it more clear.
A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 B2 and it's not equal to C1 by C2.
No, I
Ma'am,
want. Yeah.
because it has
Ma'am, A1 by
Danya, yes.
Because they're not
I
equal.
Danya. Because
it has
A1 by A2 is not equal to C1 by C2.
yes,
Yeah,
Shashank
because
is right.
it's
Yes.
not equal.
Sorry, give me a minute. Yeah, because straight away A1 by A2 is not equal to C1 by C2. 2 by 3 and 1 by 7. 2 by 3, 1 by 7 straight away. So whatever be the value of k, 2 by 3 and 1 by 7 will not change. So straight away a1 by a2 is not equal to c1 by c2. So there is no value for k for which the system of equations can have many solutions. Please check your answers, children. Let's zoom in so that you can see better. Here you can see only the equations in the standard form. This is the question and standard form and the values of a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. That's what you see there. You should take this here. -1 and -7 is equal to 0. Yeah. I'll just wait for some time. Please check your answer. And if you have to correct it, correct it. So here you get k not equal to -10 by 3. So you can see here all values other than -10 by 3. So here when you solve, you get k is equal to -10 by 3. Actually, you can stop here. But this is just checking. So when k is -10 by 3, no solution. So this is just check. When you use -10 by 3 here, -10 by 3 here, 10, k by -5 is not equal to -1 by -7. When you use -10 by 3 there, so you can see the working. It's very clear that 2 by 3 is not equal to 1 by 7 is true. See, sometimes your teacher might not work this also. You can stop here. K is equal to -10 by 3. This part is only checking. And finally, for many solutions, you just have to substitute like this. And then say that 2 by 3 is not equal to 1 by 7. So there is no value for k. There's no working for the third subdivision. Because straight away a1 by a2 is not equal to c1 by c2. So there is nothing to work and find the value of k. Is that fine, children? You can take a screenshot just in case you have made some mistakes and you have to correct it. Take a picture. Okay. Any questions here?
No doubts, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No questions, ma'am.
Okay. We'll just work this and wind up the session for today. This is the next one. Yeah. Find the values of m and n if the system of equations have many solutions. Children, understanding the question is very important. Please don't start working. Find the values of m and n. See, x and y are the prime variables always. So the question is not to solve for x and y. See, x and y, they are the variables. The question is not solve and find the values of x and y. So you should not solve by the elimination method or substitution method here. You must find the values of m and n so that the system of equations have many solutions. So you must work with the condition. What is it given? That the equations have many solutions. So the condition is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. How do we know this? Because it's given. The system of equations have many solutions. They have many solutions is given to you. So that means this condition is true. So you just have to substitute the coefficients here, a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2, substitute all that here, and then work and find the values of m and n. It is not solving by the elimination method or any other method, children. You are not solving for x and y. They are the variables. You're not solving for that. You're solving for m and n, which are the coefficients, a part of the coefficients of x and y, and the constant. Yeah, you can understand this yourself. So children see here, these are the two equations given. These are the two equations given. And how do you transpose? See this one, the second equation. The thing is you need to bring all the terms to one side. So 7 becomes -7. What about this? Write this as it is and put a square bracket and take it to the other side with the minus sign. See here. You can see here. Just enclose this in a bracket and take it to the other side with the minus sign. Can you see here, children? Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, simply enclose that in a bracket and take it to the other side with the minus sign is equal to 0. Now write the values of a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. a1, b1, c1 is 2, 3, minus 7. a2, b2, c2, the coefficient of x. See here, coefficient of x, the coefficient of y. Just cover y, write everything else, that is b2. Cover x, write everything else, that is a2. And the whole thing is the constant. Whatever you see here is a constant along with the sign. Tell me, is this part clear, children? A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, the condition for many solutions. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2 and substitute the values. Substitute them. So you can cancel this minus and minus. Children, please listen to me. This minus sign and minus sign will get cancelled. This minus and minus will get cancelled. And then, of course, you can remove the bracket and all that. So you can see this is just about substitution. Now equate two at a time. Equate two at a time. So I'm equating the first one and the second one, the first ratio and the second ratio. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2. I'm equating them. I cross multiply, cross multiply, cross multiply, and then I bring everything to one side. And you can see this equation here. M minus N is equal to 1. Then equate any other two ratios. Equate any other two ratios. So I'm equating the second and the third one, the second one and the third one. I'm equating this and this. So when I equate those two, again, I get another equation. 5m minus 2n is equal to 11. Now we solve these two equations. Now we have two equations. We have one equation, m minus n is equal to 1. We have another equation, 5m minus 2n is equal to 11. So we have to solve these two equations in any method, elimination, substitution, whatever method, and find the values of m and n, and find the values of m and n. Yeah, write down, children. Don't leave the meeting before writing this. Please write down this one. We'll wind up today's session with this one. Please finish this.
And what about the class timings, ma'am?
Saturday, yeah?
Regular classes timings. You said that you will discuss today's.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yes. So we'll have the next class on Saturday. Next class on Saturday, 7 to 9:30. Tomorrow, I think this, E2's class, who's that? Dileepan, you have it tomorrow, right?
Yes, ma'am. But only 2 hours, ma'am. 9 to 11.
Louder?
9 to 11 only. Morning 9 to 11.
Tomorrow from 9 to 11, is it? So next week onwards, all of us are free, right? We don't have any other commitments in the morning, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then other than next week, other than Thursday and Saturday, because Thursday, Saturday, you will have your regular session. Thursday, Saturday, you will have your regular session. So other than Thursday and Saturday, that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. I want to catch up for 1.5 hours during the day. 1.5 hours during the day. Will 10 to 11:30 be okay for all of you?
10:30 to 12. Ma'am, it will be fine if it's 10:30 to 12.
Okay. You have some other class, Danya?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, then it will become continuous, is it? Like you'll finish that class and immediately you'll have to take this class, is it?
It's okay, ma'am. No issues.
Okay. No, are you finishing that earlier class at 10:30?
It's at 10:05, ma'am. It completes at 10:05.
Yeah, I wanted to have that gap because if that teacher holds you for a longer time, then you'll delay in joining this meeting. No, that's why I asked. Okay, who else said 10:30 to 12? Prajit, you also have another class, is it, Prajit?
No, ma'am, I'm free in the morning. Available.
Florentina, you want to say something?
Ma'am, I have VBS till Tuesday, ma'am. Next week, Tuesday, I won't be attending in the morning.
Oh, you have what till next Tuesday?
VBS, ma'am. It's a program at church. We have till 12:30. From Wednesday onwards, I'll be free to attend in the morning.
Oh, so till the coming Tuesday, you're occupied in the morning. Is it till what time in the morning you're occupied?
Yes, ma'am.
Till what time in the morning you're occupied? Okay, I also got a message from
12:30.
12:30, yeah? Okay. I also got a message from Krishmi saying afternoon session. Okay, in that case, 2:30 to 4 in the afternoon. Now, don't tell me you will be sleepy, children, please. No, because see, I'm fine. I'm ready to make a class anytime, but you can see your friends have other commitments. So what about 2:30 to 4 in the afternoon, children? Till maybe next week, and then we can make it in the morning.
Fine, ma'am.
All of you, please give your consent. 2:30 to 4.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. So, yeah. So please wash your face. Make all the arrangements so that you are brisk. See, when I can do it, you should be able to do it. See, like I'm older than you. You are young, energetic. So when I can do it, you should be able to do it. Yeah. All right, children. So tomorrow we'll meet in the afternoon from 2:30 to 4. It will be an online session only. Extra classes will be online only. So tomorrow 2:30 to 4 online session. Fine, that's fixed. Saturday, since we have the regular class, we'll not have the afternoon session. Sunday, no class. Monday, the same thing will continue, 2:30 to 4 in the afternoon. Tuesday also, Wednesday also. Then Thursday when we meet, we can change it to morning session. I think your friends also will finish their, commitments in the morning. So maybe next Thursday, after next Thursday, we can bring it to morning. We'll decide that later. For the time being, except Thursday, Saturday, you have your regular session in the evening. On the other days, you have an extra session in the afternoon from 2:30 to 4. All right. Yeah, I think it's time. So take a screenshot of this one and finish it, children. We have to wind up today's session. Please take a picture and complete the answer by the next class tomorrow. Take a picture, please.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Good night. You may leave the call.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good night. Good night, Krishna.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good night.